Yo, it's your man. I'm back in the building. Cold War Soldier, Money Sean. You already know. Protect your neck. We in the building. I got a special guest with me today. Definitely a heavy hitter. Straight from YO. Straight from 914. He's my dude. We go way back. He's been at the beginning of the whole Rough Rider movement. My man right here. Superior, DJ Superior in the building.
What's good? What's good?
What's good, son?
Happy to be here.
Welcome to the New York Home of Hip Hop TV show, man. Definitely Superior. I reached out to him because he was definitely one person I thought about, when the whole Rough Rider movement was going back in the day. He was always into everything, man. And it was Yonkers. This was the cat you had to go to. Yo, what's going on? Who do we get with? And I thought about, let me reach out to some people that I honestly really know. And he's been doing a lot of things since then. He's been in hip hop a long time. He's basically a pioneer to me. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And we'll let him talk about it, chop it up. Also, he's got products. He's branding. He's doing touring. Every time I was so happy to say, when I called him, he was like, yo, I'm in town. I said, you in town? I was like, he's never in town. He's always out of town touring with all other artists and stuff. So definitely, man, it's a pleasure having you in the show.
Pleasure to be here.
So what's good, man? I see the videos, Rowdy City. I see the alcohol, the water. You was on News 11, about 6-7 months ago, someone last year about the movie
last
theater.
Last year, my movie, Straight Outta Yonkers,
Yeah.
I had it in the movie theater with Jadakiss, DMX, Mary Blige, Fonda Ray, Sporty Thieves. It was a movie that I had did on them a long time ago, a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I put it in a movie theater, I paid. I didn't know that you could pay to put a movie in a movie theater. You just got to have the money.
You got the bread?
Yeah, I didn't know that. But I worked out a deal with Alamo Movie Theaters, and we put the movie out for 2 weeks. And Channel 12 came and interviewed me. And everybody, when you start putting something in the movies, everybody think they supposed to get paid.
Oh.
So I got a lot of that from certain people. But
That's crazy.
But I did it anyway.
You've been at this for a minute. Let's go back, man, like when you first started. And DJing and stuff like that.
When I first started DJing, I was like young, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't into it, but my man DJ K-Son, that was one of DMX's first DJs.
Okay.
So what happened was K-Son caught a case and went to jail. And I just stepped in.
And you started playing.
And then me and X started being partners doing it. But I was doing team parties. I was doing all that at a young age because my Mom Duke had left me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that, man.
Nah, I mean, she left. She ain't died.
Okay.
When your mom falls in love with a man and she's a single parent, she moved on.
Right.
So I have no, I'm not upset about it. She needed love, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she left me at 16, paid for rent for like 5 months, left me in Mulford Projects.
Who?
And she was gone.
Yo,
So.
If y'all don't know about Mulford Projects, man, Mulford Projects was a project. If you went to Mulford, you had to know somebody to go into Mulford
70
Projects.
buildings strong.
You did not walk in Mulford Projects if you didn't know somebody. I mean, I used to go over there and I knew, either females or some dudes, but if you didn't know nobody, you walked up in there, you wasn't coming out of Mulford Projects.
It will set you up.
Yeah, it was just hard like that. The bricks is the bricks. But definitely, man, and a lot of things, you've been very influential in DMX's career. And I think I want to expound on that and about the book that you wrote.
All right. Like I said, K-Son went to jail. I took the torch, and me and X started doing mad parties. I was doing parties before that, but with him, I started doing more. And what I was trying to do was get X out of robbing and stealing, because X was robbing his whole life since I known him. You know, even when he had to go to jail, I kept his dog for a little while, Boomer, the one he got on his back.
That I think that was after he did a gig at the Dole Center,
Okay.
and it was me. I was supposed to win the gig,
Hmm.
but X came and he did the Spellbound stuff.
Okay.
That's before K Solo,
Yeah.
but he did the Spellbound stuff, and then so Doug, salute to Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh came to me and said, "Yo, Lil Mans," he said, "Your man there, DMX, just won the show." I was like, all right, that's what's up, you know. And when we shook, and he was like, yo, straight, hit me up, some, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he gave me the little cassette tape, and it had Pit Bull on it.
Okay,
And it said DMX.
Yeah.
But then he told me, he said, yo, I got to really do a bid. Yo, he just straight up told me, he's like, I got to do a bid, man, you know how it is.
Yeah, he don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like I said, X, used to rob a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them showed up to his record release party. I couldn't believe that, but they were there, you know. I guess they knew. They was like, it's real, it's real.
Okay.
And so yeah, I was DJing for him, but then later on in life, me and him broke from each other because he started having people in his ear and stuff like that. And I wasn't the type to, you know, to chase somebody around. I got my name too, so
Right.
I just was like, all right, you do what you do, I do what I do.
Right.
But everything I filmed on him, I kept everything, so I own it. Rough Riders don't own none of it.
Okay.
You know, I am part of Rough Riders, so I'm not disrespecting them.
Right,
you know,
right.
me and Joaquin and X basically built Rough Riders before the rest of his family was a part of it. Swiss.
Right.
So Swiss was there.
Salute to Swiss Beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So when did all the Rowdy City and the water and all this start happening? Because you started when I ran into you, you was already doing tours with everybody.
yeah, Snoop. We did some shows with Snoop, Cameron. We went on tour with Young Money. When he had Corey Guns.
Okay.
And whatever. Prodigy.
Okay.
We did some stuff with
Yeah.
him.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I've been with a couple of guys, you know. X, we booked X for some stuff, and he didn't know I had nothing to do with it. I just stayed in the back. And when he saw me, he said, "Dog, what do you do?" You know how he talk.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I'm like, "What are you doing here? You working for me tonight?" You know what I mean? He started flipping out and whatever. But it was every time in front of people, it's always been love. But behind the scenes, me and him fight like brothers.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's always a little inconvenience, but you know, everybody got love for everybody at the end
but
of
I
the
still
day.
love
you know
him.
what
I'm
saying?
never going to disrespect him on no publication or anything.
Right,
Whatever
right.
me and him go through, we go through.
Right.
Even if he says something bad, I'm not going to follow up
Right,
because I
right.
feel I'm part of him, he's part of me.
Right.
So I'm not going to do that.
But salute to you, man, for bringing some big names in the business to the 914, man. I mean, you've been bringing a lot of
There's a
people
lot
here.
of guys that didn't really get their due, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like Black Jesus, he's nice.
Mhm.
These are all artists that's not mine, so it's not like I'm naming mine.
Right.
Phil Blunts.
Mhm.
Sporty Thieves was doing it a long time
Yeah, I
before
remember Sporty Thieves,
before Flex
man.
even did anything with
Yeah.
them. And Marlon Brando, he passed away
Rest in peace.
from Sporty Thieves. But it's a
Yeah.
lot. Big Jinx. There's a whole bunch from Yonkers. That Bully, he was with me before D Block.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's something else, man. You need to write your own book, brother.
I did a book already.
Yeah, I know you did a book, but
Yeah.
you need to write your own book
just
about
me.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cause you.
Well, it's in the works. The second book that's on my deal is called Never Bite the Hand That Feeds You.
Okay.
So that's my new book.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be out before the end of this year. But the book that I have out now is called The Man That Walked the Dog. You can get it in all bookstores. It's about me and X's life growing up and breaking loose with each other and stuff like that. I put some stuff in there with me and Mary. I know she probably didn't like it, but Mary was around me and X in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean that
We made a song dissing her.
Huh?
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think that that camp back in the day, because when Mary came out and and she was doing
She yelling
she was doing
Brooklyn
stuff.
and all this stuff.
Yeah,
she
she
wasn't
was-
even yelling YO. So
Yeah, she was out and she was doing. She did the thing, the remix with oh man, I keep forgetting names. Man.
Craig Mack, she did.
She did a remix with Craig Mack. She did a remix with I think she did a remix
Biggie,
with Diddy.
Grand Poobah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she did one with the Clan. What's the name from the Clan?
Okay.
And
Method.
yeah, Method. So
I love Mary, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I understand now why she did what she did. I mean, back then I didn't understand because
Right.
X was, dog, we got to get her. Like, he's. So
people don't know. People don't know. And X is my dude, but people don't know he really talks like he raps. He doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not a put on like when you get on the stage. Some artist will put on his voice or they put on
he
like
been-
an act.
he been
X
talking-
is just like that. He'll talk to you. He'll spit right in front of you. He don't. He's not the type of.
lot of times
me, he's not. He doesn't write. Like he told me, I'm writing nothing down. Dog, sit here, dog. And he'll spit right in front of you.
Some rappers lie about that, though. They be writing stuff. But they're good at remembering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right,
when he's a battle rapper, so he has to remember all that. He's not gonna do what Cannabis did, pull out his phone or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what made you get into product? This right here is a product, bro. It's looking kind of big over here. What made you get into this?
Well, for those who don't know, I'm part of Shadyville DJs. I'm under Eminem far as a DJ.
Okay.
He has about 60 DJs, so
Salute
I'm
to
part
him.
of
Salute to him.
Shadyville DJs. Under my man AK. He runs Shadyville DJs. So what happened was, Most Hated Entertainment, before I even get into this, Most Hated Entertainment, I created that because I figured, I said, damn, all these millionaires, all this stuff. Well, why ain't you there?
Right,
I was right there with Irv Gotti. Before Irv Gotti had Murder Inc., we the ones who gave him his start, Rough Riders. If you remember, you had Mike Geronimo.
Yep.
So that was the time that was going on. So he brought X and Jay-Z to Leor.
Okay.
And, Leor came to Yonkers one day, and Leor, X's mouth was wired because him and his boys had robbed somebody and they wired his mouth. But this time around, X really wasn't there, but he got caught up in it. So X got signed with his mouth wired.
Oh, wow.
He was spitting, and you seen the pins popping in his mouth.
What?
And Leor was like, I want him.
Wow.
So that's what had happened that day.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
But I figured, I was like, let me start Most Hated Entertainment. Everybody thinks this got something to do with jail or something like that. Most Hated Entertainment.
I kind of like this, man.
The bars represent me on this side of the industry, and you see they're bent.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get on this side of the industry. That's all it is.
Oh, that's crazy.
It don't got nothing to do with no jail or nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ran into some stuff with Vado, because Vado and them was calling themselves
That's that group that
Most
came
Hated.
out. Was it Swing My Way?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but when I heard it, the first thing I did was I said, yo, Superior, yo, your joints on the radio? You
Yeah,
like
you
that?
thought that was me.
He was like, nah, yo, that's not me, dog. That's not me.
They some good dudes though. They
Uh-huh.
from Harlem, but they do different stuff than I do. Like I own the name as far as entertainment, Most Hated Entertainment.
Right.
But I ain't knocking them, man. Everybody,
right,
there's
right.
another Bad Boy down south. There's a
Oh,
Bad
wow.
Boy Records. Puffy don't own Bad Boy Records. He owns Bad Boy Entertainment.
Okay.
But think about it. When people go down there, they're gonna want to see Puffy.
Right.
So you can own that name all you want.
Right.
As soon as I go there for business and they're like, Puffy don't own this, I'm out. So
Right.
So I don't knock
understand.
them because we did a show with them one day with Jay Mills and Vado and them, and I showed up with 70. Oh, we can't curse on here.
Yeah, we can't.
All right,
See,
sorry.
it's TV.
Yeah, we showed up with 70 guys
Uh-huh.
with Most Hated shirts on, and the manager came to me. He was like, "We know who y'all are." I said, "All right, cool," because when I'm rolling with them and Rough Riders. So you see all that, I ain't gonna have no problems.
That's what's up. Yeah, and you see, I see you got the water here too.
All
So,
right.
so now let me ask you something. I don't see too many water companies that are owned by brothers and sisters. So now, tell me, how'd you get into this right here?
What happened was I was on the Young Money tour, and some white dude hollered at one of my guys and said he saw us selling mad CDs and shirts and stuff. He said, "How would you like your own water deal?" I didn't take him serious. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't pay him no mind. My man Wednesday Adams kept talking to him, and then Wednesday was like, "Soup, the deal's legit, bro." You know, so I checked it out, and then we did it. You know, and what made me do it, I ain't gonna lie to you, is 50 Cent. When 50 Cent did Vitamin Water,
50. He went wild.
He
with
went
that.
left because they were offering him liquor deals,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Nah, I want to do water. I want to do something healthy."
Right.
So when he did that first, people were laughing at him like, "Water, like."
Yeah.
But look what ended up
the
happening.
Vitamin Water went.
Yeah.
It's crazy now.
So I ain't gonna lie. When the water idea came, I was like, after that, I said, "All right, Superior Natural Spring Water."
That's what's up.
So it was a company called Water Time. They're from Virginia. And I got a deal with them. The only thing is I didn't do the deal they wanted me to do. They wanted me to do 10,000 cases every 3 months, and I wasn't doing that because that's a slave deal. If I do that and don't sell them 10,000, 10,000 more is coming.
Right.
So I didn't do that deal. I took a less deal, like 300 crates every, 2 months.
Okay.
And that's what I do. So
That's
right now I deal with
we're-
bars, diners.
Uh-huh.
I deal with bars, diners, some mom and pop stores. And we got it in like 5 places.
So anybody wanted to contact you to get any of
the number's
products?
on the bottle. I can't even turn this number off. 914-505-5169.
Okay. And that's for the water. And what about are you in some
Now,
clubs?
as far as the liquor goes, Rowdy Punch. Once again, we was offered a liquor deal, but this is my group, Rowdy City.
Yeah, Rowdy City.
So Rowdy City,
and where they at right now?
They're from Connecticut.
Yeah.
So it's my little brother's group.
Okay.
We
got to bring them in here, man, so they can perform live, man.
Well, I can't bring nobody to White Plains till I bring my boy Ruger here first.
Okay.
Out of respect, we don't do that in each town. If I got a group or artist from that town, I do them first.
Okay.
So I don't do that. I won't even sign an artist from White Plains unless Rug says, all right.
Okay.
Because if he don't have a problem with
Are
it.
you looking for artists?
I'm looking for artists from towns I don't have. Yeah.
Okay.
Like right now we got, all right, we got Rowdy City in Connecticut. I got Pearly White in Yonkers. I have a Boston artist named Peso that I just put on hold because he got to get his life together.
Okay.
I'm still giving him a promotion, but he got to get his life together. So he's on hold. Basically what Young Buck is 50 Cent going through, So that's what I'm doing with him. Got a couple of DJs under me, DJ Rage.
Okay.
Who else? Evie Mac, the R&B artist.
Okay.
She's doing movies now. She having a baby. Big shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
I'm overprotected with the girls that's with me.
So and, you already know how.
Yeah, I'm overprotected over the girls under me because I don't really, let people mess with them too much. Because you could be partners with a female without sleeping with them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
A lot of times we get caught up in that, So I try to protect all the females around me.
Yeah, I see this flyer here, man, and you doing gigs. You just did a gig with was it Smith & Wesson?
We did Smith & Wesson,
and you just did Little C's and.
Well, that one was my partner Rob.
Okay,
the
okay.
Other one.
And
me and Rob did the Smith & Wesson and stuff.
Okay, and then you got this coming up with the Delphonics, Persuaders.
Yeah, this is strictly for the mothers. The Delphonics and the Persuaders at PAL.
Okay, this is May 3rd.
May 3rd. First time done at the PAL is the Army.
Okay.
The Army.
In Yonkers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the first time we had them out there together like that. So after that, I'll be doing the Manhattans, the Stylistics, Blue Notes. I got a whole list.
You bringing the heavy hitter, Blue Magic and stuff like that.
Because the older stuff, young people's bugging, man. I gotta start just doing some of the older stuff first.
Right.
Then we'll go back to the younger people.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's what I said, man. I'm specifically trying to bring like pioneers from hip hop first to the show, so like people can get a real understanding of
where it came from.
Where it came from. When I told people like, I was around when there were wooden mixers and gem sound speakers, and where we had to turn the system up and then turn the system down. It was stereos before the SLB ones came out.
We was hooking up to light poles.
Yeah, hooking up to anything.
Well, I wasn't
Anything.
doing that. So I don't
We was
want
hooking
them
up to
coming at
anything.
me. But,
But,
people I know was
yeah.
hooking up the light poles
Yeah.
with the sound system and all of
Yeah.
that.
Shout out to Zulu Nation. I was part of Zulu Nation, and
Oh,
I used to
word?
go. Yeah, I used to go down to Bronx River to see Cool Herc spin.
No.
Cool Herc, he used to bring his stuff right out in the park, man. And just spin right there, man. It was crazy. But
It's
when
funny.
I
I
was a kid,
see to protect your neck, and
Yes, sir.
let me tell you the history on that one. A lot of people don't know, and I got the footage. I'm the one who brought Wu-Tang to Yonkers before they had the big deal. I had them at Burroughs.
Get out.
Yeah, I did Wu-Tang when they didn't have the album yet. They only had Protect Your Neck out.
Get.
And I was only 17. I had some money saved up from
Uh-huh.
all the stuff me and X was doing. And I brought Wu-Tang. I met RZA downtown somewhere through OJ at Cold Chillin' Records.
And
And
shout out to Coach
because they had Genius
Yeah.
from Wu-Tang then.
Yeah.
So I had talked to them about, they didn't know how old I is, so I had some OGs with me to speak for me, but it was my money.
Right.
But my man DJ Truth, he's the one that talked to them, and we bought Wu-Tang to Burroughs.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I let X, I put X on that card to
Oh,
open up. This is before he was with Rough Riders.
Yeah.
And X dissed him that day. And we was kind of scared because Wu-Tang came with
Yeah, it was deep.
they wasn't playing.
They
They
always
came with
deep.
100 dudes.
It's deep. Yo,
And
yeah.
they had women, white women, black women, Chinese women. They got the blue tattoos on them.
They
I'm
international, man.
Now what happened was nobody took it personal, but old dirty,
Yeah,
ODB.
ODB. Rest in peace, ODB.
He's the only one that took it personal. and I thought it was gonna go down, but X is, dog, we in Yonkers, dog. They better protect their neck. Like I was like, oh man, I didn't know what was gonna go down.
But shout out to rest in peace to ODB and his we was at SOB's Thursday, April 24th to promote the Woo Wednesdays down there.
Oh, okay.
And Young Dirty came through and stuff. It was something else. But like we trying to promote down there, and actually we were promoting like every Wednesday and every Sunday down there. So it's gonna be like a fun day on a Sunday, and then it's gonna be like a Woo Wednesday, once a month.
Okay.
From what I know.
Yeah,
Shout out to Murder Mook
I
and stuff.
met Young Dirty. I think he was working with my artist Pearly White at the time, or they was trying to work doing something.
Yeah, he's something
But
else, man.
He's a cool dude.
When you
though.
see him perform on the stage, you be thinking like ODB is back, cause he move and he
just like
his pop, man.
Yeah.
It's so scary. I'm like, yo, this dude is incredible. But yeah, man, it's amazing. Like when you pick out people from my time set, like back in the day, you don't realize like a lot of people were very, very influential in doing this thing. But name the video that you sent me. And
I sent you a bunch of stuff, so I really don't know. I sent you shows, stuff we did with Snoop. I think I sent you Raekwon because we did a show with Raekwon where Ray was with us in the back talking. We got footage of that. I want to touch back on this before because I didn't fully.
Okay. So let's do that.
All right, Rowdy Punch. Just to let y'all know, Effin' Vodka. 50 Cent had did Effin' Vodka with a couple of brothers, so he owned percentage in it. He had owned probably 50, 60%. What I'm trying to tell everybody is a lot of times people are talking about black owned and stuff like that. The thing why I did the Rowdy Punch when they offered it is because you could mess around and make $1 million off this if you do it right.
Oh, wow.
And all the artists I have in different towns, they all promoted. We got 12 flavors.
Okay.
So it's fruit flavored vodka. And right now we are the main owners now. We wasn't the main owners last 2 months.
Okay.
So now we own about 85% of it.
Nice.
So the guy that did it with me, cool white guy. Cool white guy. A lot of times you'll never know who can help you in this game.
Right.
Don't always think that it could be like I mess with everybody.
Right.
I don't see no race. You
Right.
never heard me talk race. I don't do that because a lot of times it could be another man that'll help you more than your own people around you.
Well,
Some people be hating around you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hate. You
Yeah.
gotta watch out for that because it could be somebody that's your man, but he hating on you.
Well, on that note, man, I'm running out of time, so
Oh, okay.
I definitely thank you for coming through and sharing your product, sharing yourself and history of
yes.
hip hop with us at New York Home of Hip Hop TV. We love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, brother.
And yo, bring some more people coming through the
No,
show,
no,
man.
the
All right?
next person I'll bring through is Yak Boys, Ruger,
All right.
and then we'll go from there.
All right. Yo, we out of here. New York Home of Hip Hop TV. It's your man, Cold War Soldier, when he's showing them in the building. You heard?